Well, hi, I'm Joe Godfrey. I'm a composer and sound designer, and welcome to this title on Pro Tools 10. And we'll get around to this piece of music later on. So, who uses Pro Tools? Pro Tools does several things that are very important to the process of creating music and sound. It records and processes audio files. That's what we're looking at here. It lets you lock to picture, so you can compose music for video or design sound for video. And it lets you record and process musical sequences using MIDI keyboards. So we'll take a look at all that in the course of this title. So if you're recording a band in a studio, or if you're a front-of-house engineer and you want to mix that band's live performance, or if you're a composer sitting alone in front of a MIDI keyboard and you're ready to score a movie or create sound for a game, or if you're a sound designer working in radio or the theater and you need to play audio on cue, or if you're headed off to the other side of the world to finish your project using your laptop, Pro Tools can do all that. Pro Tools has been around since the early 1990s. Now, we've had the ability to digitize and process sound using computers since about the mid-80s, but you needed a standalone computer like a synclavier. Let's see what the synclavier looks like. One of these giant systems to do that sort of thing, and emulators were another brand back in the day. In fact, Pro Tools got its start as an editor for emulator samples. Well, I think that the reason that Pro Tools caught on is that they offered a variety of hardware options, and you could learn the software and then work on that same app, whether you were working on a desktop in your home with a room full of gear or in a professional studio. And now, of course, many of us use laptops to create our soundtracks, and Pro Tools 10 is perfect for that. On the Pro Tools website, you'll find interviews and profiles of people that use Pro Tools in a variety of settings. So I'll just scroll through here and you can get an idea of where you'll find it, and there's the website for it. Now, what I said about using your laptop is that as of Pro Tools 9, you can use the computer's sound card for input and output, and you don't have to drag around external hardware. Now, that's a huge paradigm shift for Avid, who makes Pro Tools. They've always been kind of a hardware company, and they sold you software to run on their hardware. And now it's a little different. You can operate without their hardware, or you can operate with any of the various flavors of hardware that they offer. I think another reason Pro Tools caught on is because it reached critical mass fairly early. When people started using it, more people started using it, and more people started using it, and pretty soon a lot of people were using it. And that meant you could move your sessions around from studio to studio or from artist to artist, and that was something that everybody wanted. So you can use Pro Tools for something as simple as storing an idea when the creative muse strikes, kind of like an audio sketchpad, or as complicated as scoring a feature film or tracking and mixing and mastering an album of songs. So in this title, we'll explore some options for recording and processing audio files and creating musical sequences using MIDI controllers. So let's get Pro Tools up and running and start making some noise.